Yo, what's happening? This is YoBrotha, Cabrin the rapper real estate investor. It's a great privilege to be back here with you, man. This is my happy place, man. I'm just glad that I can experience this with you. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for coming to rock with your boy one time. Hopefully it's multiple times in the future. And yeah, we looking to give value. We just want to equip you, your family, and everybody you know with the knowledge, the resources, and the opportunities to build wealth through investing with the focus in real estate. Like I said, I'm Cabrin, the rapper real estate investor, and I want to apologize. Let me stop for a minute before we go any further. We probably like um we probably like 16, 17 lessons in now. And I think I just had a couple sideshow videos too, just to talk some noise. But I feel bad because I've been dropping these bars, man, and I'm gonna be honest, I really do this. I got that. Like, when it comes to this rap shit, like, I really do this, and I've been coming with these freestyles because I used to be fluid with it. I could go off the top of the lid with no flaws, like 30 minutes straight. It no questions. Like, it's nothing to me. And you know, I got into the real estate, I got into the business. I put the music on the side, you know what I'm saying? So I done got a little rusty, you know what I'm saying? So I want to apologize because I feel like I haven't really represented myself or my capabilities to the to my true capabilities of what it is. And people may be thinking like, he ain't really like that, you know what I'm saying? He just playing the game. He's a gimmick. It's a joke. He calls himself the rapping real estate investor. He can't even rap. Nah, boy, I'm here. I'm here to let you know that it's the opposite. I really got that, and I'm the one. So today, I just decided that we're going to change this. We're going to change up the program just a little bit, just slightly. We're going to slightly tweak it. I ain't always going to come with these freestyles off the top. I'm still going to do it because we got to get back there. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. I'm going to get back to that point where it's just like, bam, straight to it, and we killing. But some days I may not feel like that. You know, I may not feel like that. So I may come with some old bars that I had. I may come with some new bars that I just jotted. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna do it like that. And today, just to make an example, just to let them know, to let you know, that it's not a game. That I am the real deal. I am the rapping real estate investor for a reason. I'm coming with it like this. So just check me. Look, hey. Ride or die, I die to ride. Life or death, I decide, I apologize. I get ahead of myself from time to time, let me rewind. I take it back to a time it wasn't a dividing line. And not a question on what side I side. Now say the word and I'ma slide, it don't matter why. And with the urge for working the curve, shitting on my surge, just a blur. And on the verge of getting what we deserve. Just a bird that thinking he flying there, been a high meant to emerge. But shit was deferred, living out a lot of liquid courage, a motherfucker. Encourage a motherfucker to stay down, but blow clouds to mirror the sky. Damn, this shit just smoke and mirrors. And it don't get no clear. It's either hell or it don't get no near. It take me back to what I said. Am I alive or am I dead? Or are these voices in my head and can somebody hear them? They're like, hey, yo, it's the homie. I heard you trying to go outgrow me. So since when you act a holy, why you act like you don't know me? You ain't rolling? You ain't rolling? You ain't rolling with me? Hey, you ain't rolling? You ain't rolling? You ain't rolling with me? Yo, it's depression, sad and lonely. Broken, strung out on that Tony. Remember me, yo, one and only? Now your ass is acting funny. You ain't know? You ain't rolling? You ain't rolling with me? You ain't rolling? You ain't rolling? But I thought that you was down for life. Hold up. No, I'm just playing. I ain't even here to rap for you. I'm just playing. I'm here to rap with you about investing, especially in real estate. And with all that gibberish, not gibberish, but real talk though, what that really prefaced me to come to my prelude, if you will. The lesson today is on just it's a business lesson as far as combining. There's three things in this world when it comes to like your unique selling proposition. They call it your USP. And I think we talked about it in another video. But what makes you individual? What makes you an individual in this industry of lookalikes where everybody looks the same? Everybody is commodities. That's what they call a commodity. When you are selling a product that's almost exactly the same as, you talk about Coke or Pepsi or another Cola. You talk about, Ford or Chevy. You both got trucks. They're pretty much the same. They're not that much different. You may preference another. I don't know if that's the right word, but you may have a preference to as far as to what brand you like. But they're pretty comparable. You know what I'm saying? Like these are pretty similar products. They're selling at pretty similar prices. They're commodities. So usually the difference of me buying this one or that one is based off of personal opinion. But you as a business person, you always want to be able to separate yourself from the competition. And that's the whole point of this video here today. And that's why I say that even with me and my musical background, because I stopped doing music. I was in the streets and doing a lot of stupid shit. I'll be honest, like that's really what kept me from actually being successful, because I never would actually hone fully in on that. I was always trying to do a bunch of other stuff. But for years, since I'm Lord willing, and if I see this next week all the way through, this time next week I will be 32 years old, and I've been doing music. I mean, like, I've had a studio in my house since I was 18. That's 14 years ago, but I was already writing and recording and stuff before that. So I mean, I got so many hours and time and energy that's invested, and even to today, I got a microphone and I can record an album in this room right next to me right now if I wanted to. It's just because, and in the next house I'm moving, I'm gonna have a studio because I love it. It's what I do. I'm a rapper and real estate investor for a reason. So, but I say that because, like, I stopped doing music, even though I know for a fact that I could genuinely make money. I can genuinely have a career off of that. But I made the decision years ago to say, hey, I'm gonna put this on pause and I'm gonna go into this real estate. And then I went full-fledged into the real estate world, and I have learned so much and I've gained so much momentum to the point where now it's like the initial goal in the real estate world was to make money so that I can take the bread and transition it back into the music or the entertainment industry so that I can do it the right way. That was the mindset. Now, I mean, I'm older now. I'm in my 30s. I'm OG now. So let me tell you. But I feel like I don't have the same desire. I don't want to be a rapper. So that's not, I don't really, that's not enticing to me at all. I would still love to make money in the music industry, but where that intersects from where I'm at right now, I got so much stuff going on right now. I got multiple businesses. I got this huge vision that's in investments in the business, and it's to help people, like I said, well, why I'm here right now, to equip people with the knowledge and resources so that they could win and invest in, especially in real estate. So it's like now it's way bigger than me. And it's not like, oh, I'm about to go rap again. So as a 32-year-old man, about to try to start a rap career all over again. No, I'm not about to do that. But at the same time, how can I combine multiple, where do they meet? Like where does your talents, where does your skills, where does your gifts, all these meet? And that's why I wanted to point out in this video that you have those are all three of those. And before we get into any debates about this is my own personal opinion, and there's no science behind this. I don't think it may be, but I don't know it. But you have skills, you have talents, and you have gifts, and they're not the same thing. And I think when you can kind of bring all of those into one, you really will find as I mentioned, your unique selling proposition. Like me, I'm the rap and real estate investor, not because I woke up one day and said, hey, if I came up with videos where I was just spitting some weak ass freestyles and gave some real estate knowledge, this would be a great video. No, it's because I had been rapping for 15 years prior to me ever making a YouTube video. Okay, I think I made one. But like actually intentionally making a YouTube video, 15 years. I went to school. I have a degree in audio engineering. I am licensed to record and engineer and produce music. And like I said, since I was 18, for the past 14 years, I have not lived in a house that didn't have a studio in it. I've put that time in. That mastery, that 10,000 hours, I've put that in producing and making music. But I put it on the side. I iced him so that I can do something else. And then but see, here's what I wanted to get to, the differentiation. A gift, a talent, and a skill. A gift. Now, a gift is something that you are given. You don't have to work for it. there's nothing that you can do for you to deserve this. It's like, if you're 6'7", long arms, and you're coordinated, like, I mean, like, you could, and that, like, we'll kind of decipher that, because I say coordinated. That's something that you can actually learn to get better at coordination. But there's certain things. Oh, and I'll take it. We're gonna go deeper. This may kind of lose a few people, but I believe in prophets. I believe that there are people who can, like, see the future. I can't teach you how to see the future. I can't, like, that's something that's given to, if you have, or even my gift. One thing that I know, I am good at discernment, if that makes sense. I'm good at seeing different pieces of information and discerning truth, falsehood, good, bad. Of course I make mistakes. It's just like everybody else, because I'm a human being. But, like, usually, like, wisdom, if you will, on and discerning, like, what makes sense, I was gifted with that. That's not something I really ever had to work for, like, in my life. I didn't have to, like, go to a ethics class or go to a common, I don't know what classes you can even take to gain that type of information. But, like, there's certain things, like, people will ask me for advice on stuff that I'm like, it's common sense. Like, why do you have to ask me about some stuff that's common sense? Like, it doesn't, like, duh, you do this. This is what you do, because that makes the most sense. But I was just gifted with that. I was gifted with discernment, and I'm able to discern certain things without having, and I can get better at that, most definitely. But if I never did, I honestly feel that I would be above or ahead of a lot of people when it comes to that. And it goes back to, like, if you were a prophet, or you can see into the future, or you can kind of predict certain things, that intuition, you have a really strong intuition about things, and you're able to predict things. It doesn't matter. There's probably somebody who could teach you how to do that better, but overall, that is a gift that is given to you specifically, and no one can really compete with that. I mean, there's unless you're just competing with other prophets, but they got their own message to bring to the world, so you won't even really have to compete with them. So my point is, a gift is something that's given to you. And I encourage you right now to go figure out what that is. Everybody has one. Everybody has a gift. It is a gift, and some of them are buried under a lot of the shit. You will not even know what it is. You're looking like, yeah, nah, I'm not good at anything. And that may really just be low self-esteem, or low, you haven't found the confidence, or a lot of people come from messed up, broken families and stuff, where they've been told you're stupid, you're dumb, you're never going to amount to nothing, you're good for nothing, you all this stuff. And if you hear this all your life, you start embodying and believing some of that nonsense. But I would encourage you to do everything you can to break that mindset and get out of it, and understand that I don't care what you look like, what you feel like, how you think, you were given a gift that no matter what, there are some people out here that may exceed, but for the most part, that's your gift, and you are meant to exploit that to your advantage. That is a gift, something that's given to you that it doesn't matter if you work for it or not. Now, then there's talent. Talent, that's different. That's similar to a gift, but a talent you have to work for. Now, this is something that needs to be nurtured, grown, groomed, and that's when you need a mentor. You need somebody to be like, hey, I see this talent in you, and I'm going to bring it out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain people, LeBron James is talented at basketball. Michael Jordan was talented, and now, we can argue this. You know, he worked and he had a whole different, but again, it goes down to mindset. But even that mindset, and that may have been his gift, his mindset, that goes back to the principle, but his mindset may have been his competitive nature is a gift. He had the desire to win more than anybody else in the world. And he said, it doesn't matter how talented I am, because this gift that I got to be better than everybody is going to overshadow that. And that's why I encourage you to figure out what your talent is. But there's certain talent that you have that are not their advantages. We'll put it like that. A talent is an advantage. Now, other people can be better than you at this. if you don't work on it, if you don't improve on it, if it's not important to you, if you're not constantly nurturing and trying to grow that, but you were born with certain strategic advantages over certain people that will that can benefit you. So you need to again assess yourself and say, okay, what is it that some things that I could if I some like I remember my daughter and my nephews. I love them to death. They like to draw. They start drawing and stuff, and I be looking at them like, damn, y'all, you were really good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to encourage the kids no matter what, even if the picture is ugly. But like, I for real be looking like, dang, bro, this is solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, for your age, you know what I'm saying? You 8, 9, 10 years old, you drawing like this, this is really good. Like, because some people have, and I think it goes to like, some people like, oh, I'm not a math person. Oh, I'm not. Some people are artistic naturally. They just naturally are artistic. That's a talent. Some people are naturally math people. I'm a math person. I understand numbers. Like, you give me a math problem and I can solve them in my head. I'm not saying that it's gonna be accurate all the time, but like I'll probably be close. And as long as it's not something stupid, crazy, complicated, but overall, I can do that type of stuff. Again, that's a talent that I was given to be able to do that type of stuff. That's how the way my brain works. Naturally, it's a talent. A talent is something that's like it's raw. Where they say the word raw talent. You got this raw capability that if you polish it and you nurture it, and you can take it to a whole nother level. But at the same time, even if you didn't, just off you have an advantage. Like, you go to, say you start playing on the basketball team, you just got natural hand-eye or coordination. You're making shots and you just coordinated to do it. Football, do catches really well, like just naturally. And we didn't teach him how to catch. He just knows how to catch. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude is good. Now he can be better, and we can work with him to improve on that. But naturally, he's talented in this area. That's talent. You know what I'm saying? And those, you have those as well. You have a gift which is separate from your talent. These are two different things. And you need to learn what your gift is, what is to your core, what is given to you that no matter if you don't have to work at it, you're going to be good no matter what, because it's a gift. You're going to be better than majority of people at this one thing, whether you really put effort towards it or not. And then there's talents that you already have a strategic advantage above all people. You are there are people who are better than you, who are less talented than you, but that's because a lot of times they worked harder than you. They said, I want to really be good at this thing, and they put more time into you. But you have an advantage. They have that saying, hustle without talent beats talent. Hustle without talent beats talent without hustle. I think that's what it is, something like that. But it's basically saying if you working hard for a skill, like we go back to the person who he playing football and he's a great catcher naturally. If he's just depending like, I just got that, he just accepted like it's a gift, and I'm just gonna do this without really working at it and thinking that he's still gonna be at an advantage. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna be like, nah, I'm working harder than you, and they're gonna be able to catch better than him, and they're gonna have the advantage. So you have to understand that there are gifts and then there are talents. And then there are skills. A skill is a learned ability. Real estate for me, that's my skills. If on my resume, what does my resume look like? It has nothing to do with real estate. My skills, if I list them to you, let me see. I would say I am a skilled problem solver. Why? Because I'm creative. And I developed that skill from writing songs, from engineering, and have to troubleshoot problems and figure out what's going on, how to make certain things sound a certain way and take away bad sounds. And I strategically learned that. And then when I became an entrepreneur, learning how to make money out of a moneyless opportunity, and then just from my studying and stuff like that. I've learned how to diagnose problems and try to fix them. These are things that are learned. I wasn't born with them. It's not a talent, but I put myself and I immerse myself into the environment where I learned how to thrive in these situations. There's creative problem solving, sales. I put myself into. I read the sales books. I went to the seminars. I learned how to talk to people, how to build rapport, how to ask open-ended questions the who, what's, whys, and hows where it comes to questions to get people to start talking and to listen, how to intend to listen. That's a whole nother that's a subcategory, but how to listen intently and understand how to that first one, solve problems when people start when they let you know their problems. But you start talking about sales and you start talking and persuading. That's really what sales is. How to acknowledge what people's issues and their what's the word I'm looking for? It's God, it's right at the tip of my tongue. It's their objections. Yes, their objections. People are going to come with objections. Sales is how to get over, around, or through people's objections to get them and encourage them and persuade them to make a decision. That's what sales is. And I've learned how to do that. Negotiation, how to talk to people and how to reason with people to get them to side with your, or to be able to meet their needs as well as your needs, to come to a mutual agreement that's beneficial for everybody. I've studied and I've learned how to do that. So I'm good at creative problem solving. I'm good at sales. I'm good at marketing. I didn't even mention that one. I'm good at marketing. And that's because in real estate, you have to be a good marketer. I mentioned this in another video. You have to sell. You have to market to get deals. You know, if you want to continually find good deals, you got to do direct mail marketing. You got to do cold call marketing, text message marketing. You got to do search engine optimization. You got to do social media marketing. Excuse me. You have to do marketing. You have to market. And in any business, it's like the number one thing. You got to learn how to write copy. You got to learn how to put together a call to action. You got to learn how to draw traffic. You got to learn how to do these things. And I put the time in. These weren't inherent to me. I didn't know there's things that I don't know, and I'm still learning these things every day. And you're going to have to too, because these are skills. They weren't given to me. I had no recollection that they were even needed for me to be able to win. But eventually I learned that, they're a necessity. So I took the time, I read the books, I went to seminars, I put myself in the positions and around the people that I needed to learn these skills. So I learned how to do that. I learned how to market. And then what's another one? I said, what's it? Marketing, sales, negotiation, communication, even talking. I am an extremely introverted person. Like, it's crazy. When I was young, I didn't talk at all. Like, I did not speak to people. Like, I even to, it's funny. I'm just being real with you. I used to, and this is kind of recent too. I used to tell people I had a speech impediment. I didn't really have a speech impediment. I mean, like, my speech impediment was that when people would say something to me, my mind will process it, and my words, I would try to say some words to respond to it, but my mind is like going too crazy to try to process it, and I would just say some mumbled ass muffled words, and it would be all messed up. You may still hear me do it even in some of these videos where I'm stumbling over my words and stuff. It's because like my mind is moving faster than my mouth can actually articulate what I'm saying. But I created a whole like disability for myself just to like make me feel better about not being able to articulate myself the way that I want to. But after putting myself in the position over and over again, after going to meetings, forcing myself in uncomfortable situations, the sales trainings, the negotiations, putting myself in sales positions, just talking to people, I learned how to communicate. I read the books to learn how to be effective in communicating and get results out of people and stuff. That goes into sales, that goes into negotiation. And then, like I said, with the problem solving, all of these are skills that make up my skill set and they make me more valuable. Now, the reason that I say all of these things, I just want to differentiate all the differences between those. A gift is something that's given to you no matter what. I mean, you can work for it and get better at it, but it doesn't matter because it's not something that it's not really something that you can work for. You either have it, God gave it to you, or you didn't. You can't have it. I can't be 7'2". I'm not. It's a gift. That's a gift. You know, if you go to you have a extremely higher advantage and likelihood of going to the NBA than me because you're 7'2". I'm 5'9". Okay, so that's a gift to you. And there's nothing in the world that I can do about that. That is a gift. Then you have talents. If you are just a talented person at this, you have a natural knack before you ever received any real traditional training in any area, but you have a natural knack of doing this thing good. That is a talent. You are talented at that. You have a certain degree of talent that can be improved upon, and there are people who can be better than you if they desire to work harder than you. But overall, you have a talent. And then you have skills. Skills are learned abilities that you have put time, energy, and effort into acquiring over time. And that's the difference between the three. And now to get back to what I was saying, the reason that that's important is because it brings it to like the journey that you are traveling on as an investor and as an entrepreneur, and as your unique selling proposition of what it is. What that comes down to is really that you have to understand these pieces within yourself and then put them out to the market, because as I mentioned in another video, you have to understand why somebody should do business with you above or over anybody else. The competition is there's so many people in here, but what is it in particular about you? I'm able to be the rapping real estate investor because I put in years of rapping. I wanted to be a rapper. That's what I wanted to do. Even if it wasn't necessarily a rapper, I wanted to make a career in making music, producing, engineering, writing. It's something in that arena. I wanted to do that for years. And I put that time in and I developed the skills. I had the talent. I had a natural talent for words. That's a good point. I was never good at rapping. I had to learn rapping. I was good with words. When I say communication, I was always good at making words fit, playing with words, metaphors, assemblies, writing, stuff like that. I was good with that. That was a natural talent. I was talented at that already. And I had to learn how to take that talent and combine it with this art form and make it into a skill. So that's where I took a gift. and a talent. Well, actually, I guess it wasn't a gift. The gift. But we'll take this now. Now let's look at this. The skill really. Now, from the rap and real estate investor standpoint, I can come here and I can transparently and openly and honestly come and kick freestyles and mess up, and I don't even care because I don't like whatever, you know what I'm saying. But I hope it's entertaining for you, and at the same time I can look at it and be like, hey, if I wanted to spit like this one today, some bars that I done wrote or something like that, I can be confident in it, knowing like, hey, them is solid. That's hey, I listen to I know what's out there, and excuse me. And there, everybody ain't doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, to know that when you understand your journey there, and let me get to this point, and because this video is getting long, I'm about to wrap it up. But you're going to come to a journey, and this is just like how I was. I've been going back and forth. There was times that I wasn't making any money in real estate, and I was working 60, 70 hours a week. I was miserable. I hated it, and I'm like, why? I remember talking to my sister. What's up, Casey? I'm shouting you out right now. Glory Art, check her out, man. She's amazing. She's beautiful. I love you, sis. Okay, but I remember talking to her while I'm sleeping on the couch at my uncle's house and working 60, 70 hours, not making no money for real. I think I worked like 60, 70 hours a week and made $15,000 that year. And I was like, why am I doing this? But this time, this was me developing skills. I was learning businesses. I was learning how to talk to people. I was learning the real estate industry despite that. And I was like, man. And then I was also learning marketing, because one thing that I had learned is how to start generating traffic to your business and to yourself and to all this stuff. Is like I was learning so many skills that I was thinking, I was like, dang, like for people who, if you want to make money in the music industry or any industry, they're like really similar. Like you need to have a crowd, you need to have an offering in a way, in your offering you should be able to monetize this traffic that you're getting from the crowd. When you learn marketing, you can be able to learn how to draw this crowd in and then bring it to your offer, make a clear call to action, like, hey, this is what you're going to do right now. I got you all these people here, this is the offer that I'm giving you because it's amazing, I got value, I want you to tap in, and people take action and you start making money. It's the exact same thing in like every industry. And I didn't realize that till like, I'm like, dang, I'll probably, if I invested this same amount of energy into like real estate, trying to be an agent or trying to be an investor, if I just said, you know what, I never tried to do that and just focus solely on building my music business, I would have made just as much money and probably more, because I actually enjoyed making music in the forefront. So it was like, dang, am I cheating myself? And it came to a point where even now I understand, like, I'm here right now where I can combine these two things. Like I divided it, and for years I was trying to find, like, dang, how can I do both of these, or how can, like, somewhere, if you trust the path, you trust the journey, and you keep developing your skills and your talents and moving in accord with your gift, they gonna meet in the middle. And I say that because right now I'm able to put out this channel for you, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know at what point you're viewing this video, but there ain't a lot of views going on right now. But I guarantee you that it is gonna start cracking in a real near future, because I'm going to put the time in, I'm gonna put the effort in. It's just what I do. I'm going to make sure this joint crack. You feel me? So like, that's just the reality of it. But if it wasn't for the time that I put in a completely different arena, and be able to bring it into this real estate arena and really be able to bring into what my skills, my talents, and my gift is, it wouldn't work. So I encourage you to really diagnose yourself, assess yourself is what I'm saying, and really and learn yourself and figure out what it is that you need to do in your area. Like, don't try to always figure out like what's all the right answers right now, because you may not figure out how this works and this works. And if you ever read Robert Greene, I encourage you, matter of fact, I encourage you, read Robert Greene's Mastery. He talks about this, and he talks about like Michelangelo, and because Michelangelo, he was called it a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? He was like a philosopher, an inventor, a painter, and a lot of stuff, but he put the time in all of these different arenas, and as this time filled in and mastery, they say 10,000 hours, they start meshing into one, where you have Leonardo or Michelangelo. I don't know. It's one of them. He's one of the great artists. I think it's Michelangelo. It's one of them. Forgive me. Do your research. Go Google Michelangelo and Leonardo and figure out who I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, the point is that what you need to do is not necessarily try to force that connection, but separately nurture who you are, what you're doing, and how you're trying to do it, and identify, is this a skill of mine, is this a talent of mine, is this a gift of mine, and apply the appropriate amount of effort in cultivating these skills, gifts, and talents, so that they can meet and mesh, even if they're in completely different industries. And actually, if they are in industries that you feel, because I'm gonna be honest, I was trying to figure out how can I make rap music and real estate work together, because for the longest I was like, hey, I'm kind of cool in real estate, I'm about to go back to rapping, because if I'm gonna be broke and doing something entrepreneurial, I might as well do it with something that I actually like doing. And somewhere along the lines, here we are, you know. So my point today is that I encourage you to find your gift, find your talent, find your skills, and learn the difference. Cultivate them all so that you can be the absolute best and that you can find your unique selling proposition so that you can maximize your worth to others. Because once you do that, again, as we mentioned in another video, there ain't no competition when it comes to that. No one can compete with your gifts, your skills, and your talent, especially when you were super intentional about cultivating them and maximizing your efforts and actualizing what you want. So that's all I got. Thank you. I appreciate you coming and kicking it with me. Like I said, hey, if this was any value to you, please just take a second, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna cost you nothing. It's free. You know what I'm saying? And something else is free is subscribing to the channel because we coming with it all the time. And if you haven't checked out the videos that have been posted, as I apologized earlier, some of these freestyles are not the most impressive, but hey, you be the judge, man. Just go back, check it out. Again, I'm not here to rap for you anyways. I'm here to rap with you. I want you to be wealthy. I want you to be prosperous. I want you to be successful. I want you to love your life and have legacy wealth for your family. And that's really what I'm here for. It ain't the kid. I don't care if you like my raps or not, honestly. But, I still got a little ego when it comes to it. We got to make sure we do it right. You feel me? So, hey, go back, check out the other videos, and stay tuned to the ones that come. We're going to keep them dropping them because, I feel like that's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you for tuning in. And until next time, make sure that you are exercising your body, exercising your mind, exercising your spirit, and exercising your grind. Yeah.